play has nothing to do with what I'm about to tell you, but I don't know why it popped into my mind and I thought that I would tell you it. And
go for it.
This is Tegan and I are sisters, obviously, and we graduated high school 10 years this year. It's been 10 years since we were out of high school. And it seems like maybe some of you here are in high school, or is that true? No? You're all headed for the retirement home apparently. Anyways, I fucking hated high school not because of the normal reasons why people hate high school, like because they're not popular or they're bad at school or they want to, I don't know.
Sarah was bad at school and she was very unpopular.
No, that's not true. I wasn't doing terrifically well in high school, but I was an averagely smart child and I had friends and whatever, but I hated high school because I liked to talk. I liked really participating, I like to be involved with what was being taught, and I like to give my opinion about things. And in high school, they pretty much, at my high school anyway, are you guys okay? Is this okay to tell you this story? Okay, so in my high school, there was a lot of violence, and there was a lot of, mostly it just seemed like a lot of the kids that were going to my high school that the teachers sort of thought that they were probably not gonna end up getting very serious. This is the part of the story where I tell you that I got polio. No, but honestly, it seemed like the teachers pretty much, we make jokes sometimes that our school is kind of like that movie with Coolio in it, Dangerous Minds. It was kind of like that, but not as rough. And so anyways, a lot of the
and Michelle Pfeiffer wasn't a teacher at school.
There wasn't really any teacher who was even sort of attractive like Michelle Pfeiffer, and nobody in my school looked like Coolio. Most people, the area that, doesn't matter, fuck, that's too much information. Sorry. You fucking distracted me with that whole Michelle Pfeiffer bit. Alright, so, anyway, the teachers in my school we call it phoning it in, and that means that it really felt like they were just kind of like showing up, picking up their paycheck and kind of going home, and that irritated me because I wanted to, have discussions and talk and, whatever. Are you, okay, yeah. So, keep going. Yeah, okay. Well, I heard some of you yelling at me and I thought maybe...
There's always going to be one, Sarah.
There's going to be one, so yeah, okay. Maybe in the family that they grew up in, when the mom would talk, they were taught to just scream at the mom.
Hard to say.
Yeah. Like the mom's like, I'd like it if you would go to bed, and they're like, Mom, the whole time. Yeah, the mom. Probably. Okay, sorry. Come on, focus. There's only 2 more songs left in the set, so you really only have like 10 more minutes, and then a 30-second break, and then the encore. So really, however long you let me talk is going to extend the show, or if you keep talking, I'll just stop talking, and then the show will just be like that. Okay, so we're in Dangerous Minds. Coolio is there, Michelle Pfeiffer is there, me and Tegan are there, and I'm in a class where you talk about life things like taxes and STDs and all sorts of shit like that. It's probably the only useful class you ever have in high school. And the teacher has a speaker come in, and the speaker is there to tell us about STDs. And they're not popular in Canada either, so don't worry about cheering. And so the class kind of gets out of control because, they're like 16, 17-year-old people, and you start talking about condoms and stuff, and people start acting foolish and giggly and whatever. And some really mean things got said about a certain group of people, and I ended up getting into a fight, and I ended up throwing a chair at this other kid. Now the fucking story's good. Now you like the story. So I threw a chair at this kid, and that's not really like me, but I was really angry, and I thought that he was being really offensive. And so I threw a chair at him, and then I ran out of the classroom. And I didn't have to go back to that class anymore, and I had to take it in the library by myself. And and my teacher, you know, he felt like maybe it was not actually my fault, and so he told me that he would kick the other kid out of the class if I wanted to come back to the class. But I told him I didn't feel safe anymore. And so basically, I did nothing in the library for the rest of the year. And, you know, I don't know if that's such a cool thing. But basically the point of this story is that 10 years after high school, I still kind of feel upset about that situation because I feel like when you become popular and people like you in a band, there's like a lot of really amazing people that like you, but then sometimes real big fucking knobs like you too. And you kind of like, sometimes you're like rocking out and you're like totally loving the audience, but then you see the knob in the audience that you hate and you know him, like even though, or her, I mean, it could be either gender, you see that person, and in that person I see that fucking prick from high school who I threw the fucking chair at, and I think, how the fuck did you get here? Why are you here? You know, like I think that. And so I just wanted to tell you, this is a very long story to tell you, that I don't think that there is any fucker in this audience tonight. I think you guys are all... And the reason why I say that is because I want you to like me, and there probably are some fuckers in this audience, but for tonight I'm going to give you this one chance because you've never been here before. To prove that you are the best audience ever, you're going to make this song as if it was your favorite song ever, that you've never heard a more favorite song ever. You're going to act that excited about it, and that's what's going to tell me that there are no fuckheads in this audience, okay?